Hello again, and welcome to 1d8 plus 1, the Leon Orbs. Um, from there type thing. Thanks for tuning in for the second part. The first part was the baseball throw of Jeter. The second part is the Peyton Manning throw. And in the Peyton Manning throw type thing, I noticed one day that this might have been by accident, that he hit somebody or was near the pocket type thing, and he almost bumped into somebody, and he had to throw like around them type thing, that type of sense. And he changed his motion up, but it looked like he had more speed. And so what I wanted to do was to keep practicing that type of thing, because I don't think it was an accident. I think that's his throwing mechanics. Now some of the people there have the quarterbacks have different throws. One of them type thing, Cam Newton and some of his school type people, they have a new technique type thing where they stand like at guard ready as a knight type thing with the football. They keep the nose of it perpendicular, pointing to the sky, and they keep two hands clasped around the football, and they think that way with it type thing, to not have it pop out of their hands type thing by swipers and stuff like that. And that's a new technique type thing. Another technique type thing is to is your hot doggers type thing. Your hot doggers like to keep that in, pump it type thing, like they're shoelacing it, and then put it holster it type thing, and then launch it, like just launch, and launch type thing in that type of sense. Lunge at it type thing, like a fencing sword, lunge at it type thing. And Drew Brees is pretty good at that. See, another technique is Tom Brady's technique. He has a West Coast offense type thing in that type of sense, and he has to get over the big guards and big hand swipes, and he throws a sky hook in for his. And so when he's in there type thing, which is hard to see, but sooner or later you might pick up on his hand motion. When he releases type thing, people like Warner type thing and stuff, they finish that holster type thing, take it out of the holster, and unleash type thing, and pull back. Okay? Let me go ahead and get the fan here. I shouldn't have got that to begin with. And so the holster is really fast. It's the holster and put it down again type thing, like speed cut people. Build it up, build it down. And they get their hand in and out type thing in that type of sense. Not to let them see the decision type thing, not to have your hand bouncing around in between helmets or shoulder guards type things in that type of sense. You just want to go up and over and through type thing in that type of sense. But Brady's type thing is a sky hook. If you've seen Larry Bird or those guys in those 70s basketball shorts and stuff, they're doing this type of stuff, and they're like all like leaning back like that, and they sky hook that 3-point shot type thing over the top. So they take that and they sky hook it like that type thing. And that hand motion right here at the finish type thing is the way that Brady's hand looks when he gets done throwing. And I thought that was unusual, but it took me a while to figure out what he was doing. When he has the guard around him type thing and all those jumpers type thing, he gives it a little bit of an arc type thing, and then up and over type thing. And it's an unusual thing, because I can't see anybody using it for accuracy type thing, that type of sense. But when he's throwing type thing, and he's like that, and that gets hit the ball over the people swapping at it type thing, and then they're swapping at it, and then right into them. And he's fairly quiet about it type thing, because I don't know. I mean, people kind of, I don't mind Brady type thing, but they kind of push him around a little bit type thing. I think that's why he's kind of quiet about it. Like, forget it. I'm like, he's probably right. Some throw shovel pass type thing, that type of sense, like pitch, and some throw kind of sidewinder type thing when they're about to get the swap of people going on type thing, and hands going around type thing, and rather than doing it with their height type thing like that in that type of sense, then they just put that in there like that, and like underneath their armpit type thing, and it's like zoop. So in that type of thing. But the last one type thing, on Peyton Manning's one, now this one is just a put your seatbelt on type thing, and I don't have a seatbelt on. So then you're sitting type thing, and then you take your arm type thing, and you, now watch this motion type thing, just like a shot putter. You're going to grab that belt, throw that stone. Grab that belt, and throw that stone. And so in there type thing, he was keeping his body, like Force Unleashed type thing, when he was coming back across it, tighter. So instead of just like whap type thing, it was like that type thing, that type of sense for release. And it was more effort type thing, that type of sense, but I think that's what he was doing. And a zip car type thing, you know, like when you set it down, you give it a really great zip type thing to it. You're like, zip, yeah, and it goes off with a blaze of fire type thing. You're like, that's what it's about, speed, you know. And so, and some precision, and so and power type thing. But that's what he's working on type thing. And so when he throws that type of thing, he's going to whip his body in that throwing motion type thing. But instead of finishing like here type thing and put it down a holster sense, he's going to go all the way through, and his arm is either going to come down here type thing or here. And so it's going to be like one of those sanding machines type thing with those rotary wheels type thing. But instead of going full motion here, you're going to bring it in like that type thing, in that type of sense. Where you put the seatbelt on, and it is really, really tight. I might need a couple of throws because this is bad. And let's see here. Put that there. And I'm going to try to demonstrate that there. Let's see. I'm probably going to need to loosen up. And let's see here. And that's the Manning throw type thing. He brings his body in, and his arm motion is not as even. It's like a dive board when he gets done. Either this arm will flail type thing, or this one will kind of flail on the inside type thing, like. And I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, who would want that motion? And like, then I throw it out the field. Here, what for? But they say he's losing power in his arm, and I don't believe that. Like, because with this motion type thing, it's really putting your arc straight into that thing. Like, you're not gonna give it up to some resistance outside to it. You're coming into it. And you really have to compact your body and just bring that baby in there type thing, in that type of sense. And it's kind of like the other West Coast offense one, but you're using less arc in a come around type thing, like zooming around. Like normally in a draft type thing, you want to go around, and then in your arm motion. But here, I'm bringing this in like this, I think, in that type of sense, and it's like a tighter arc type thing. It's very, it's tighter arc type thing in that type of sense, and it's in through the motion type thing. So I'm inside here, so I can't throw it as hard, but that's what you're doing type thing, and I'm still getting used to it. But and you just throw it on right in through them. But right now I'm still letting my arm flail through me type thing, but it should finish, and I should come like here type thing, like it's cramped up or something. But that's the Manning throw. And I've seen him work that out to about 30 or 40 yards, so I don't believe that he's losing arm strength type thing, and he's just, you know, in there. But I'm kind of used to like cheating with my back foot, and I've got to finish my motion. But let's see here. I think I've done. Let me try the old baseball trick. Go to the corner type thing here. Ramp that up. Sometimes I get some pretty wicked noises throwing it with the baseball type thing, that type of sense. That's the bring in type thing motion of that. So, but that's for Manning type thing. Just in case if he sees the video type thing, I could send it to him. But he might laugh type thing. There's no way, man. I'm doing that with my feet over arm. I think he's got one more year left in Denver, and they're kind of worried about Denver and Green Bay this year. I like San Francisco, and Atlanta's got some more stuff. I think they've got Steven Jackson. Unfortunately for St. Louis fans, and so with Michael Turner type thing, unless they let go of Turner, I don't remember. I think they do type thing, have to follow that back up type thing. But it's a step in motion type thing with your arm, bringing it tighter down in that type of thing. And you just have to get the throw in just like that. So thanks for listening. This is Chad Brown, or Chad D. Brown, with 1D8+1 Lena Orbs. Still trying to put up some Star Wars videos, and we'll probably get back to Final Fantasy. Thanks to my viewers type thing who have looked at the Blaze Fire construction before creature collections, and I will advance that someday. Got some coursework that I've been handling type thing, so I've got to finish my homework first before I can proceed on to other videos. But I wanted to get this one in real quick, so yeah. Thanks again, and have a great one.